What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Zed, back at it again with another video. Before we get into it, go ahead and follow me on the gram at LuckyleftZ. Go ahead and like this video right now. Go ahead and like this video right now. Go ahead and comment. Go ahead and subscribe. This is a channel where you can find specifically CNA content about healthcare. Nursing students are free to watch this, and anyone that's really thinking about healthcare. I have a lot of content on the healthcare space and my experience in the healthcare space as a nursing student and CNA. So go ahead and check out any videos, go ahead and see what's down there, because you might learn a thing or two from the almost 100 videos that I've done. So go ahead and check that out. If you didn't know, CNA is the acronym for a certified nursing assistant. Different places call them different things. You might be called a patient care technician. You might be called a nursing tech, nursing assistant, NAs, stuff like that. But yeah, so I have compiled a list of 4 different things, 4 results that I've seen from working in this healthcare space. As you know, like I've said before, I have been in this space for about a year now, and I feel like I have some keys, some definite keys. I got the keys. I got the keys. For this video, for sure, right? So this list of 4 things is definitely, my results or my thoughts about being in the space. That these 4 things are things that I feel like I want you guys to know. That is for you guys that want to become certified nursing assistants. That is for you guys that are already in this space and thinking about leveling up, which is something I'm going to talk about a lot this year, because I know a lot of techs have been working for hospitals or, nursing home facilities for years. And I always wonder why you never take the next step. Is it fear? Is it your lifestyle circumstances? Or is it just simply you don't know the next step to take or the different options that you have while working as a certified nursing assistant? But definitely subscribe for that, because we will be back with more content regarding that. I want to make that a series. I definitely want to make that a series. So, but these 4 things. So I'm going to start with the first one. Number 1, I can't do this long term. I cannot do this longer than maybe another year, because it's a lot. I want you guys to know that working in this space is a lot. It's a lot on your body. It's a lot mentally. I don't speak about it enough, because I keep forgetting, like, my capacity to work is different from another person's capacity to work. I'm a guy in this space who works out often and who's a bit, more built than someone that is smaller than me or, thinner than me, turning patients that weigh 200, 300, sometimes even 400 something pounds. This space is definitely not for the weak, and I mean weak-minded or weak-bodied. It's definitely taxing on your body. And if I'm a young guy, so, for people that are older than me, it can be a lot heavier for them as well. But that's the first thing that I want everyone to know, is that I can't do this long term. I can't, which is why I'm, pursuing nursing and wanting to level up to get that RN behind my name, BSN RN behind my name. So definitely something that, you should have my opinion, you should have an out while you have an in. So while you're getting into this space, have an idea where you want to go. Do you want to be a medical assistant? Do you want to be a nurse? Do you want to be a med tech? Do you want to kind of sit around in this space, maybe go to radiology, which I just found out is not that hard of an option to get into. It's simply just a program that you join. But we'll speak about that later on as time goes on. Long term, I would say definitely have an out before you have an in, and kind of have an idea of where you want this space to go. Now let's go ahead and get into the next one. For number 2, I feel like I should give you guys a heads up. Working in the healthcare space is a team effort. And if everyone is not pulling their weight, it can become more taxing on you. So I will say for my number 2 is when the floor, the unit, the facility is staffed, it can be a easy ride. It can be an easy walk in the park. It can be an easy day for you, an easy week, an easy month, an easy experience. But when you guys are short, it can get hectic. It can get hectic. It can get scrappy, and it's just a lot. It's very tiring. It's very exhausting working on a floor that is understaffed. And right now for healthcare, I don't know if y'all looked around, but that's everybody. That's everybody. There's not enough nurses. There's not enough techs. There's not enough doctors. There's not enough anything, it seems, in the healthcare space. But I'm hopeful that, as time goes on, these are answers that we're going to be able to fix, annul, and do better at as time goes on. Number 3, this is a great option if you do want to join healthcare. It can push you in a direction of where you want to go. You do have the experience to talk to physicians. You do have the experience to even talk to patients, and sometimes even some nurses that come from different floors. You can find out what specialty you want to do. You can find out what healthcare really looks like from the clinical standpoint. And I feel like that is the best pro that you can get from working as a CNA. Is if you don't know anything about healthcare, enter in as a CNA, because you will see it from literally the bottom up. You'll see it from the environmental services, which is people that clean up the rooms, clean up the floor, make sure the hospital is safe and sterilized. There's a lot of value while working as a CNA. Tons of information that you can learn, tons of things that you can gain from being in this space. And I still think this is the best option for entering healthcare. I do realize a lot of young people have the option now from high school to join this space. So I think that is awesome. I didn't have that opportunity based on the school that I went to, but that's neither here nor there. I'm here now and I'm getting that experience and that education now, especially before I become a nurse. And that leads me right into the last tip that I have for you guys after working a year in this space. So working a year in this space, I have my very last tip. For a lot of you guys, I know that being a CNA is the first step that you want to take before becoming a nurse. And I still think that is the 100% best thing you can do, which means that my last tip is this is still the best way to go about nursing. Like I said, the nurses that I've worked with definitely recommend becoming a CNA first. I've noticed that the nurses that are willing to help more, the nurses that make this space so great and this opportunity and industry so great, are the ones that became CNAs first. CNAs that become nurses make their CNAs shifts easier. They don't rely on the CNAs to do everything. They offer the help. They're more team oriented. I realize that this is the best way to go about it, because once you do become a nurse, you'll be even more prepped, even more ready, and even more willing to be the best teammate and nurse that you can be. Like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from the nurses that have entered this space without becoming a CNA, but it's just an observation that I've made that the nurses that have already worked as a CNA are more helpful, if you will. And older nurses would say some of the best nurses were once CNAs. And I love that saying, because here we are in this space working as a CNA, thinking we're at the bottom, but this is such a valuable opportunity to gain the experience needed to become the best nurse you can be. You can see patients come back from operations, learn about different assessments that nurses do on the daily basis. And you can learn something every shift that you go in. Typically for the CNAs that are in this space that work in a hospital, and hospitals specifically, you have the opportunity to float to different floors. You can work with specific specialty nurses. You can work with ICU nurses. You can work with emergency nurses. You can work with neuro, cardiac, orthopedic nurses. You can work in different specialties and figure out kind of an idea of where you want to land even before you even start clinicals during nursing school. So I still think this is definitely the best option for anyone that wants to become an RN, for anyone that wants to potentially even go into like OT, PT. This is definitely a first-hand step. And the younger you get in, the better. But it doesn't mean that the older you are, the worse it'll be. I'm just saying, it's if you can get in early, that'll be cool, because you can see it as you're young and kind of grow with the industry as the industry grows. But that is all I have for y'all in this video. Definitely thank you for checking me out again for another one. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like, go ahead and comment. We're growing a mile a minute over on this channel. We're already at 2,000, almost 500 subscribers, which is so dope, because I remember when we only had 1,000. We only had 1,000 mid way through like October, September-ish of last year. So this is dope. This is dope to see. I can't wait to see where this channel goes, where this channel grows, and all the support. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe on this video and other videos you guys see. That's all I got for you on this video, and I will see you on the next one. All right? All right. Peace.